Welcome everyone to the bi-weekly Aquagoat AMA live stream. We are just waiting a few minutes for them to go ahead and begin. Looks like they're running a little bit behind this week. So we're just gonna be waiting on them to go live. And as soon as they do, I will go ahead and put them full screen, shut off my mic for you guys so you can listen into this week's AMA. If you guys have any questions or just want to go ahead and talk, feel free to message me in the chat and I'd love to be able to go ahead and answer any questions that you guys have, whether that's related to Aquagoat, some of the news that we got today with Safemoon, or with Bitcoin hitting its all-time high. We can go ahead and just discuss that while we are waiting for them to go live on Twitch. And then, like I said, we'll be putting them full screen and having you guys listen into this week's AMA. So for those that don't know, Bitcoin did hit its all-time high today at $66,000. So that's a pretty big deal. It's going to hopefully pull the rest of the market into a new bull market. And that a lot of that pressure for that all-time high came from the Bitcoin ETF that went to place on Tuesday. So if you want to learn more about that, I do believe I have done a video on that on my TikTok if you guys want to check that out. And any questions that you guys have, we can go ahead and answer while we are waiting for them to go live for that live stream. So as soon as they do, we will be throwing them on the screen here. I know that a lot of people have a lot of questions with the migration process, especially in regards to those that were on exchanges. So for anyone that held their Aquago on an exchange, there was no action that was needed to be taken for migration to occur from version 1 over to version 2 of Aquago. So if you were on Aquago on an exchange, you had bought through Bitmart, you had bought through, basically any other exchange that they were listed on, essentially those were going to be migrated automatically. So you'll probably just see that your tokens have a smaller supply, but roughly the same value. And it should have been a factor of, I believe it was 100. So it should have been 2 decimals lower supply than what you had in your initial wallet. So for example, if you had 100, you would have 1. If you had 1,000, you would have 10, so on and so forth. So that should have been what you should have seen there. And if you were on there, if you were on a wallet, there was a migration period where in the initial migration period, you were supposed to send your version 1 tokens to the marketing wallet, and then they would be sending you the new V2 tokens in exchange for that. And then all you'd have to do is go into the wallet, add V2 as a custom token to your wallet, and then it would show up there, your new version 2 tokens. For the late migration process, you had to go ahead and submit an appeal through their website on their form, and then they were going to reach out to you with their email on how you can go ahead and migrate. So they're still a little bit behind on that. So if you haven't gotten an email, there's no need to worry. They're still getting through finishing all of those up. So if they haven't gotten to you, that is probably why. Puzzle Face says, I sent it to the wallet address they provided on their Twitter. Yeah, so it should have been a marketing wallet address they provided on Twitter. Make sure, again, just to reemphasize, the migration process is officially over. So if you're still on a wallet and still held V1 and are worried, then you need to go ahead and just
we also have Hydra here,
basically sell that and then repurchase V2 because there's no longer a migration
as always, crazy
process.
time in crypto.
Looks like they're going live.
Chatting with you guys here. Take any.
So let me go ahead and put them full screen and we will zoom in. Talk after.
Climb to a new all-time high. And as always, crazy time in crypto, right? So again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop it down in the chat below, and we'd love to answer them for you guys. Just pull up my Twitch on my phone so I can see your guys' chat.
Yeah, I'm doing the same now. Pull up the questions.
Just the chart here too. Today was pretty crazy. We're up about 25% on the day, which is awesome. Yeah, we had some whales who entered, so always nice to have our fellow whales joining us. Glad to see the confidence. I did see one of them who actually they were a part of the migration. I guess they cashed out a little early, took advantage of a pump, saw a dip, and yeah, they saw the dip and bought back in. So it's glad to have them back.
Whoever you are, welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to Aquagoat. I think I guess for any whales, I'm not sure if they knew, but of course we did have a little bit of a downturn after our CMC pump, which was great. We were on CMC trending for about a week or so, top spot as well, which brought in a lot of new investors, a lot of volume, and a lot of exposure. And then we had some large whales who unfortunately cashed out. But looking at BSC scan, it seems that they're fully out. So it's a little safer for newer whales to also hop in. So it's nice to see that these new whales are in a, I guess, a much safer situation to be coming in as well. So welcome again, and looking forward to next upturn as well.
We were up over 65%, so it's natural to have some type of dip after a pretty good pump that like we just had.
Crypto anyways. Whales leave, new whales enter. So
yeah.
So
yeah.
Somebody said still waiting on my V2 conversion. Sent the email like 2 weeks ago. Any updates?
I don't see that one. I just opened it, but so I'll give a quick update on that. We have roughly 2,000 emails gone out today for V2, and we also have sent out 1,650 tokens to holders, to new holders, and we're going to keep processing these requests. Patrick, what was the date on those?
So anybody who anybody who followed the directions in the first email, the first batch of emails, it was about 3,000 to 4,000 emails, somewhere around that. They were sent sometime last week. And about out of those emails, about 1,600 or so people transferred their tokens. So between October 13th and October 19th, so yesterday, people who sent in their tokens following the instructions in that email were already sent their tokens as well. There are still some people who I guess maybe they haven't checked their email, or maybe I recommend anybody who, you know, if you're wondering where your email is, maybe check your spam or junk box. It may have landed in there because you may have gotten that email, may just slip through there. But yeah, about 1,600 people who transferred in between October 13th and 19th. I did just want to, I guess, say a reminder. The email that we're sending out, it does have instructions basically on how to be able to migrate. Don't send to the original migration wallet. We do have a new wallet that's in that email that we're going to be using in order to, I guess, you know, kind of separate these transfers. It's better for us to organize it as well. And then we also have additional help, which is great, helping us to process more migrations. Again, there were over 30,000 forms that were sent in, quite a few duplicates as well. So that's also taking up a little bit of time. But don't worry, we are working day in and day out to be able to get you guys your tokens, and we don't want to stop until everybody gets their tokens. We don't want to stop until everybody gets their tokens as well.
As far as exchanges, BitTrue, to be honest, they're a little slow in the migration progress. We are actively talking to them. So if you're on that particular exchange, at this point, we encourage you to reach out to BitTrue, maybe to get to them to respectfully, of course, to speed up the process, because it's not much we can really do at this point. We're doing our part. They're just a little behind, and we're still waiting to hear back from BKEX as well.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked, are we teaming with MrBeast and Team Trees?
So a couple of days ago, I think someone tagged us in a MrBeast post, and it seems like he's doing a big ocean. I'm not really sure because he hasn't really put out too many details on it, but something ocean related, some type of charity event, ocean related charity event he's doing. So we're trying to get his attention on social media so we can become a part of it. So if you guys can keep tagging him in that post, keep mentioning Aquagoat, maybe we'll get his attention. I don't think it's till the 29th, so we still have time to participate. That would be really good for the project.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the more community members who try to get his attention, the better our chances get.
Yeah.
Because I also saw some other tokens trying to get his attention that don't even have to do with anything ocean related. So I'm like, if any token's gonna get his attention,
Yeah, they're just in it. they're just in it to maybe get a decent pump off his name, maybe. But this is actually what we're here for. So it'd be great to actually be a part of this.
Exactly.
Yeah. Someday. Oh wait. Sorry. When is the Aquagoat coming? I'm assuming you mean the Aquagoat Swap. So when is the Aquagoat Swap coming? So phase 1 is like it's done. Like it's pretty much done. We're working. The only things that we're working on is Wallet Connect. So without getting too much into the details, basically like everything for phase 1 is like up and running. The only glitches that Antier and our developers are working out is like making sure that Wallet Connect connects on mobile devices, because right now Wallet Connect works on desktop computers, and you can use it on the app for Metamask, but that leaves out Trust Wallet users who have to use Wallet Connect, and we don't want to release phase 1 and then like have like a whole bunch of our holders not even be able to participate who rely on Wallet Connect for Trust Wallet. So that's the only thing we're working on still. And then other than that, like everything looks really good. It's so exciting.
It looks really good.
Yeah, it's really exciting to see all of this stuff. And we also are wanting to get more of the migration finished before releasing the phase 1 of the swap as well, because even if we do release it now, there's like a lot of people who are still, instead of being excited for the swap, are going to be like, asking, well, what about me? What about my migration? We don't want anybody to get left behind and feel like they're missing out on like the release of the swap because they're still waiting. So that's also another thing that we're waiting to finish before releasing the swap. And then we'll put out all of our marketing and everything once those components are worked out.
Yeah. So very, very soon.
Yeah.
Someone says in the comment, how about giving the giveaway to those who can get MrBeast's attention? I'll personally give $5 billion Aquagoat to someone if he replies to your tweet.
Yeah.
Your
oh snap! I'll double that, bro.
So if you can get his attention, he can reply to you. Sure. We'll give that lucky person that gets a reply. A prize.
Yeah.
Someone just said
maybe we'll put maybe I'll quote tweet his tweet so our community can get involved in it and just like blast them with messages for like the next couple of days.
I just want to mention something that was said in the chat. They said they got an email on October 16th saying that the request was received, but no instructions were included. Should they have received instructions or do they just wait? So we did send emails out just to acknowledge that your request was received. We will be sending out instructions shortly. So like Rocket Ship said, the second one will be coming soon. So just stay patient. If you didn't get instructions yet, don't do anything with your tokens yet until you get your instructions. And again, a reminder, the email that you'll receive these from is support@aquagoat.finance. We won't contact you on any social medias. We won't DM you or ask you to inbox us. We'll go directly to your email, the email that you put in on the Google form for the migration request.
And don't, if anybody asks you to verify your wallet or like click on some certain link that is not our website, aquagoat.finance, like that is not us at all. Someone asked, someday Aquagoat want to build our own smart chain. That is in the talks.
We've definitely discussed it. Use cases for it as well.
And we're also going to come out with an updated, if you haven't seen the website already, we have pinned at the top of the website that we're coming up with an updated roadmap. So just for this new version of Aquagoat Phase 2, we got some fresh ideas that we want to add to the roadmap. So stay tuned for that. That should be coming out soon.
Exactly.
Yeah, and especially once migration is finished, like we'll have a lot more free time and a lot more energy to put into into the things we're really passionate and excited about. So speaking of, Markinson91 asks when the migration is going to be done.
We're truly aiming to have this migration completed this weekend. I don't want to say 100% to be honest, because I don't want you guys to start fighting me on Twitter.
Yeah.
But we're truly aiming to have it completed the end of the weekend, and with the additional support, it's actually a real possibility because we are moving a lot faster. There was some holdups in the process as far as duplicate emails, and there was some holdup as far as users sending the wrong wallet address. So that's another issue we will have to address that will take an additional time because we need to reach out to these users, get them to send the correct wallet address. And there's also users that also sent the incorrect email address. So we just want you to know we're not intentionally taking our time with this process. There are just a lot of errors that we're trying to correct for the community.
So, and we don't want to leave people behind. So we're trying to like reach out to those people too.
Exactly.
There are some people though who like didn't put their own email address. So those are some issues we're having. There's emails that are incorrect. There's a couple of emails that had Aquago email on it. So, it's going to be a little complicated to reach out to these users without a proper email address. So those are some of the issues that we're facing. So those are some of the things that's causing this to take a little longer than we anticipated. And also some people who submitted their form like 6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
So, sorting through those too.
Yep.
Like submitting their form with different emails but the same wallet address or vice versa. So
just making it longer. Making the process
sorting through all of those too.
Yeah. So those are some of the some of the issues,
Yeah.
But it's okay though, because it needed to happen this way. If we could have done everything automatically, like we've said before, we would have done it that way. We would have saved ourselves and the community a lot of extra work and stress and time, but it had to happen this way. And it's okay, because once we get past this hurdle, we're going to come out way stronger and way more awesome. So it's worth it.
I just want to build on that, why it was necessary to do it this way. For, I guess, anybody who didn't know, our contract was renounced. We didn't have ownership of the contract. So that also meant that we didn't have access to the liquidity. So typically most migrations for tokens, what they would do is, snapshot, pull the liquidity to stop trading, and then airdrop the new token, and then relaunch the liquidity using the liquidity that was taken from the old token. Again, no contract ownership, no access to liquidity. So we wouldn't have been able to do it that way. We had to do it where we asked you guys to send in tokens so we could pull from the liquidity on V1 and move it over to V2. So, as difficult and as tough as it was so far, it was necessary to do it this way. And again, thank you for everybody who did stick around and, stuck with us as we did go through this migration in this process. Again, it was necessary for us to be able to do this.
And if you didn't think this migration process was necessary, we're up over 40% so far since migrated V2.
Yep.
And 40% in the last 30 days.
Yeah.
So I believe it's higher total, but just for the last 30 days, 40%.
Yeah. I mean, from launch price, we're I think it's about around 150% from launch price already.
Right.
So, yeah.
No way we was getting that on V1.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
If we stayed on V1, it would have just been a slow, steady decline.
Negative 100%.
Yeah, there was no way, because of the contract being locked, because of the pre-allocated dev wallets that existed before we even were part of the project.
Right.
There's just no way.
Yeah.
But we had invested so much of our own time, money, efforts into the project, and we didn't want to leave the community behind and just start a whole new project. We were like, no, we want to bring as many people with us as willing to come with us. So
exactly.
And with and with Bitcoin, a lot of you guys know how it goes. These top coins are going to get the money first, and then it'll trickle down to us. So our time is coming for these massive gains. Like, we can't say when, but trust us, our time is definitely coming. So you guys want to definitely load up on these low prices while you can, and we're going to push more marketing. We have products rolling out. It's like everything is just falling into place.
Yeah, and today we even had those those big whales come in too today, and I'm like, who are they? But it's exciting.
Bitcoin, BNB going up too has helped as well. BNB went back to 500. That also has helped. So we just have a lot of good things happening for us. So it's perfect time to be in this project. Yeah. It was worth the wait.
Yes, and I did want to mention that there's those memes, right, where it shows like a line to buy Bitcoin when it's like at a lower price and there's only like 3 people in line, but then the line to buy Bitcoin when it's like at the all-time high, the line is like super long. I'm actually like witnessing that in real life with Bitcoin and with our own token. I have like relatives and cousins who like I had been trying to like get on the crypto train for a while, and they were just like, nah, I don't think that, like, maybe later. And then today, when they saw like the all-time high for Bitcoin, they contacted me and were like, hey, so can you teach me how to like invest in Bitcoin and how to invest in that Aquagoat thing that you're working on? And I was like, and I was just like, that person. I tried to tell you like sooner. So I'm getting some relatives. I'm helping them get invested in Bitcoin and in Aquagoat. So it's like, it's trickling down.
Yeah, and those of you that's just joining us today, this is your first time, you're a new investor, or you're just receiving your tokens. Please don't worry. This is just the beginning. We have so much more to go. Yeah, you're so early right now.
We got like a lot of fresh ideas.
We have a really long-term game plan for this. Like, this is not a short project for us. This is something that we are like for years to come, like planning to be working on. And like ideally, I would love to make this my Aquagoat my full-time job. I know, same thing with James, same thing with Patrick, same team with almost our whole our whole team. Like, we want to make this our full-time job because we really are passionate about this, and that's what we're working towards. So know that we will be around for a long time.
Yeah, I would love for us to hit the penny one day. I think, and as far as we are with the small changes that we've done already, just migrating to V2 it could be a possibility. You can easily go from 7 zeros to 5 zeros in crypto like that. It's not unheard of. A lot of people with other tokens have done that. So we're putting real products out. We're putting in.
Yeah. Okay.
Just have to be patient. And no, go
ahead. Sorry. I was just excited by some of the questions because they're in my category.
Okay.
So how is the charity going with Pandu Laut Nusantara? I'm so sorry if I butchered that. Will it just be a charity or maybe partnerships? Okay, so that is, as most of you guys know, that is my field. So yes, that is if you didn't see our charity results, that is the organization that won. And because we switched over to V2, we don't have to do charity drives anymore in order to donate. We have it built into our token, and we have our Slam token partnership. So we actually are just going to donate the money directly. If you want to contribute, like, you are more than welcome to, but we no longer have to do that. So now I'm going to put out a post in the next day or so, once our graphic team finishes making the donation graphic, and we'll be able to make our first V2 donation to them. And then I'm also planning to reach out to the heads of this program to hopefully turn this into a larger project the same way that we did with Foster. So that's really exciting. And also some updates with our other partnerships. So many of you guys know about the Oceans Conference. Am I frozen?
No, you're good.
Okay, great. Because nobody was talking or moving. So I was like, oh no, I'm frozen again. Okay. So So as many of you guys know, we attended the Oceans Conference. I was able to make connections with over 40 different organizations who want to partner with us, or individual scientists. I've met with 4 of them so far. And one of them is the president of the Marine Technology Society. So we are officially, as of today, officially members of the Marine Technology Society. They gave us our login information, our official membership card, and everything. And we are going to be featured in their next publication on October, I believe, October 29th.
Yeah, 27th to 29th, one of them.
And so they asked us like some interview questions and like for some pictures, and they're going to be featuring us in their publication to their international like audience of top scientists, top oceanographers, and top like conservationists and policymakers related to the ocean. So that is really exciting. And they also have that connection to the United Nations like Decade of Conservation and Ocean Science. So I'm gonna do my best to work my magic and like, I don't know, maybe like get in closer to the United Nations Ocean Decade. So that's one update for our partnerships. The second update with our Miss California Earth partnership, a couple things. Our next cleanup with her, which will also be in California because Mrs. California Earth is going to be on the weekend of October 3rd. And there will be an official videographer there because she has to actually record her introduction video as a contestant to the pageant. And it's going to be played at the pageant and also be available on social media. The pageant is going to be in Florida the first week of January. It's going to be live streamed online and also be on TV, so you'll be able to watch her there. And we are going to be because we're her partner, and she chose us as her sponsor. We're going to be in their what's it called? Their pamphlet brochure thing, right? So it'll have like Aquagoat and Miss California Earth in their brochure. So that's going to be another way that we're spreading the word about us. That's going to be great.
I can jump to Generation Crypto's message if you're done.
One thing is, somebody asked, as far as partnerships go, has the cruise industry ever been contacted, or is this even an option? I have not contacted the cruise industry. If you're interested in contacting them and then sending me an email, if you hear back from somebody and helping me to brainstorm how we would partner with them, let me know. Send me an email, jfortaleza@aquagoat.finance. You can also see it on the website. Okay, go ahead.
So Generation Crypto had someone asking about the burn, if it happened already, if not, when, and who will marketing be targeting, expanding to non-crypto platforms. Okay, so as far as the burn, the only burn we have done so far was the initial burn when we launched V2, which was 45%. We will have burns as well when phase 1 of the Aquagoat Swap comes out. There will be burns for that. And any additional burns besides the swap will have to wait till migration is completed, because we don't want to burn tokens, and we have to still give tokens to exchanges.
Yeah.
And holders. We need to make sure everyone gets tokens first before we just start burning them. So no additional burns has happened yet, but we have burns coming with phase 1 and hopefully more after the migration is fully completed. As far as marketing, who are we targeting? We have been chatting with expanding to different groups. I know people wanted to see more marketing in China, I believe. So we have been reaching out to certain people that can help us reach out to expand there. And you also stated about non-crypto investors. That's basically what Janelle just touched on with these partnerships that we're making. These are a lot of non-crypto investors that we're making partnerships with. So we should see a lot of new people joining into our project. Hopefully that answers your whole question.
I did want to
Yeah,
add.
actually,
Oh, sorry. I just want to add for the burns. So like manual burns, yes, just the launch burn, and then burns that come in as we do the buyback with the lottery system on phase 1, and future burns as well. I do want to mention there are like background burns basically. So on every transaction, again, there's that 10% tax. So 4% of that tax is the redistribution to holders. With the burn wallet holding 45% at launch, it's like 45% of the 4%. So that's something like I don't know, my math's really like rough right now. It's like just below 2% basically.
I think it was 1.8% going.
Yeah, 1.8 or something like that. Yeah, so that's about how much that's being burned right now on every transaction, which is, you know, at least it's double of the last token on V1 as well. So that burn rate is doubled, and again, we're gonna keep accelerating the burns since the swap platform will also allow us to increase that transaction volume, increase the burn amount, and the manual burns as well. I just want to add that in.
Somebody asked, are V1 tokens dead? V1, because it's a locked contract, will always exist. They will always be tradable on Pancake Swap, but none of us or our partners or the exchanges that we are listed on will be supporting V1 tokens anymore, but they will still always exist. So if you still have V1 tokens, you can still hodl, trade, or even buy if you wanted V1 tokens on Pancake Swap. So if you do hodl, I mean, you could always hope that another team will pick up the token, you know, in the future. But in all likelihood, they're gonna run into the same problems that we did and end up probably migrating and doing it the exact same way that we did too, because it was like inevitable. Like that's the only option. Or if you sell, there has been some confusion. Like people were saying that, or were thinking that like we were preventing them from getting their full value of their tokens, but that's not true. So there was confusion because of the migration. There was like incorrect values in the charts. So people were thinking that because the CMC and not Pancake.
It was mainly CMC.
It was mainly CMC. Yeah,
it was reporting because that's where we pull the data from.
Yeah.
Trust Wallet, Metamask, they pull from CMC, and it was reporting the incorrect price. So users were feeling they had 10, 20x their investment, and when they go to sell, they see their true value. So it was a lot of confusion there.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure that people know that that doesn't have anything to do with us. We're not preventing you from selling or preventing you from getting your value. It's just incorrect reporting from CMC due to some of the exchanges that were migrating, and it was cross wiring the values between V1 and V2.
Yeah.
But you can still sell, and you can always sell your V1 tokens no matter what. Even like 5 years from now, you can still sell them if they're still in your wallet. You just will see the correct value in Pancake Swap.
Yeah. It's kind of like, I feel like it's kind of like how Ethereum and Ethereum Classic is right now. People who wanted like the original Ethereum, they moved to Ethereum Classic, and then Ethereum, when it did that fork, it moved on as the original Ethereum. So the same way, like Janelle said, you can continue to buy, sell, and trade V1 if there is, again, a team that decides to pick it up. They may run into the same problems as us, like Janelle said. But I mean, you can still use it to trade. You can still use it to buy and hodl as well.
Yeah, but we're not supporting it anymore.
Other than, can you use it for the swap?
Technically, for the BNB lottery, they can actually. Yeah, they can.
And we already told people, like we already, Sydney Goat already wrote out like a description. But basically, for the BNB lottery, yes, if you'd like to put in your V1 tokens and like try your luck at the BNB lottery, you can use your old Aquagoat tokens for that.
Yeah, because for the lottery, we're using any token. Any token.
Yeah.
Even if they're like tokens from like a rug pull that you were that you got suckered into before, and you're just like, what do I do with these tokens? Oh, you can now put them into this BNB lottery and hopefully at least win something.
Yeah. As long as it has some type of value, because that how they determine how many tokens you get. I mean, your tickets you get.
As long as it has some kind of like even a couple of cents worth of value. I don't know what the exact like dollar amount has to be, but as long as it has some kind of value,
Yeah. 0.01 worth of baby Doge.
You might have a small chance of winning, but hey, technically you'll be in the race.
Yeah.
So that is actually good news for users that are saying, well, now I'm just stuck with V1. You know, put in the lottery, put it to use.
Yeah. I mean, you could end up with like a huge bag of BNB after that too, which is nice. You'll get,
the winner gets BNB. We're converting it all to BNB.
Yeah.
And it's randomly generated using Chainlink. So for people who are like developers, they talk about how like Chainlink is really like a secure way of generating these numbers. So you definitely have a chance.
Yeah, it's a Chainlink driven randomizer for the lottery, which is great, and also the buyback is also randomized. So that's great. So then you can't really reverse engineer it. At least as far as we know, Chainlink hasn't been reverse engineered to be able to actually figure out how to get it. So I think that makes our platform really secure, which is nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Safemoon J is here. He changed his name to Ambassador J.
Ambassador.
That's awesome. He just asked if we've been able to catch some rest, as he's sure it must have been super stressful. We try to get rest as much as we can. A lot of things flying around.
We all still have our regular jobs still.
Yeah.
Patrick had to
yeah, I've been getting up.
James?
No, I was gonna say I've been getting up earlier just so I can chat with some of these exchanges because I've noticed they're online 4 or 5 o'clock my time.
Yeah.
So I try to get up around 6 just to chat with them, and then I start bugging Patrick around 7.
Yeah.
which is 4 o'clock his time.
And I'm up at that time too.
I'm up at that time sometimes, and I get them, and I just try to get these exchanges stuff handled. Because if I get them later in the day, they don't end up getting back to me to the next day. So I try to get them as early as possible.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. I end up staying up late, like 2 or 3 in the morning, to talk to Antier for the swap. So I'm like the opposite time.
Yeah, up early. I see smiles. We're faking it.
It's all fake. We're dying inside. No, just kidding.
It's like the delirious smiles, like the smiles of like you're so tired that like all you can do is laugh about how tired.
Oh my gosh.
But I feel like it's just that time of year too for everyone.
It's a good time, who doesn't like when your coins are pumping and the whole crypto market is pumping,
Yeah.
Everyone's always going to be in a positive mood when you see your money growing.
Exactly.
And this is just beginning. We're just getting started, guys. So
yeah,
hopefully we'll keep these smiles on our face.
Yeah. And yes, for for phase 1 of the swap, you can use your old tokens. We did say that earlier. You can use other tokens from other coins that or other tokens that like died and you still have them in your wallet.
Yeah.
So yes, please spread the word. And this is a new thing. That was one of the things, how we've been talking about, like, oh, our swap has all these different things that nobody else has. That is one of the features that our swap has that is like unique to us. Yeah. Like there's plenty of tokens that have a lottery for their tokens or anything, but we're the only ones, at least that we know of, that has this feature where you can literally use any token, input their wallet address, and use that to potentially win BNB.
Yep. And then
I was just gonna say, and it's a random number. You have no idea how much BNB will be building up in this buyback pool. So everybody's just gonna watch this buyback pool like growing bigger and bigger,
Yeah.
and you have no idea when it's gonna drop and be like, oh, pick a winner. So it's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna enter too. So.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure. I'm gonna definitely try to win.
And it's random. It's chain link. So like, you know, regardless if we're on the team or not, because it's like the chain link thingy, like we have no idea what the numbers are.
Yeah.
It's completely secure. So we can like participate, and it'll still be random for us.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want. Oh no, go ahead. Sorry, James. You've been trying to go ahead.
No, I just wanted to state about the lottery as well, that we will have some tokens already listed for the multi token lottery, but you'll be able to add custom tokens as well.
That's exactly what I was gonna say, actually. For the contract. So if you have a token that you don't see listed, but you can just simply get the contract address for that token that you want to add. I think you might have to pay like a little gas fee just to actually add it to that list. But if you're the first person to do it, then you make it a lot easier for everybody else who may want to use that token as well in the future. So you're kind of like the pioneer to allowing that token to be a part of the multi-token lottery. So that's gonna be really cool as well.
Yeah, I think we'll just have a couple of base ones posted. Some of the bigger ones posted if people want to use. And then if you guys want to add some, some smaller micro cap coins, that'll be tokens, that'll be good as well.
Someone asked, Markinson asked if we're gonna kill some zeros before the end of the year. I think the one thing that I've been thinking about as Bitcoin kind of started making its way towards like 65K and past, because like, you know how there's like that Bitcoin ETF and like institutions are hopping in. I think that's a really positive sign for crypto, that as long as these, more, I guess, established firms and these financial institutions are coming in and a lot more money flows into crypto, it makes it a lot easier to kill some zeros, because then I guess the general public also starts to become more involved in it as well, right? Just that a part of that whole mass adoption in the retail space. So I think it's a good chance that we should be able to kill another zero. Like Cyclophane said, we did already kill a zero from launch. We started at like 8 zeros. Now we're at 7 zeros. So I think there's a good chance for us to kill another 0 or 2, hopefully 3. I think that'd be really cool.
We're in it to clean the oceans and change lives.
Yeah.
We want everyone that's a part of Aquago to be financially free. We want you guys to, spread that forward and continue to push this project to your friends and your family. And we want to continue this good work that we're trying to do here.
Exactly.
Yeah, who doesn't love zeros being killed? All right.
Yeah. Let's go.
And when Aquaswap, so we just addressed that, but we are waiting for migration to be over, pretty much, so that way nobody feels left out, that we're releasing the swap and getting like a pump and they're like not part of it.
Yeah.
So once migration is over, which will hopefully ideally be in the next week.
Yeah. Phase 1 itself is basically done. Just a few minor things like Wallet Connect is something we're configuring with that.
Yeah.
Phase 1 is basically done though. Phase 2 should come shortly after that as well. And then after that, phase 3 is the NFT marketplace. So that's gonna be really cool. People can use Aquagoat to buy, sell their NFTs. So I think that's gonna be really cool to see that as a use case for Aquagoat. Generation Crypto has a question from his channel. If a person sent to an ERC trust wallet Aquagoat tokens that was created before the new Aquagoat address, can it be recovered? Was over 1 trillion. Unfortunately, the price of crypto is that everything's decentralized, so it's probably a really low chance that you can get your tokens back if you sent it elsewhere, because you can't really go back in the blockchain and reverse a transaction. If you sent it to the wrong address, I'm really sorry that we might not be able to help you there.
Yeah, like if I was to send, when you send tokens to an incorrect, if you send BNB to an address that's not supposed to receive BNB, I think they even tell you that you're probably going to lose your tokens.
Yeah.
That happened to me too. Like when I was very, very new, I
Mhm.
sent it to the wrong kind of address and they're just gone. It was very sad. It was like $500. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Markinson.
Can you talk?
Oh no, I just said sorry, Markinson. He was the one that mentioned the sending. Yeah.
Can you talk more about phase 2 and staking? So Patrick, you can talk more about the details, but one of the things I'm really excited about is the fact that we're actually building a charity-based ecosystem. So when you do stake, you're going to be staking and you're going to be using your stake tokens to vote for the charity of your choice. So all these different organizations, not just like official charities, right, but also like even so some of the scientists that I met at the Oceans Conference, for example, they're really excited because some of them have like inventions that can't get that they're trying to get funded, but it's very hard to get funding from like the government or to get any of these grants. So they enter a form, they create a profile on our swap, and then you can stake your tokens to vote for them. And so whichever so you're not only earning rewards by staking, but your voice is being heard, and the winning organization or scientist or whoever will win the charity rewards for that cycle. But if, let's say, like the one that you wanted to win didn't win, we're also going to be featuring their profile on our website continuously. So that way, like if you wanted to donate Aquagoat tokens or any kind of BSC tokens towards their wallet, you'll always be able to see their profile. It's really awesome and something that like hasn't been done before. And that's why I'm excited, because it's like something that we actually care about and is going to do great things in the world. Do you want to build on that, Patrick?
Yeah, sure. I guess just to add, yeah, you can. It's really cool. We'll move the charity voting over to the actual swap platform, so then you can stake tokens to vote. And what's really cool about that is that since you're staking, you'll at least also earn rewards as part of that for staking. So we are coming out with like a platform token as a rewards token. We can't mint more Aquagoat V2. So we're gonna have a inflationary token. So there will be more that are being mined like every block on the BSC. But I don't think we're gonna have like a huge like mine amount. Like we're probably gonna keep it down to like 1 per block or something like that. Try to keep the scarcity of it. And then we're looking into adding some tokenomics into that as well, so that I don't know, maybe something like reflections, or if maybe it can help feed the buyback pool that we're looking at or that we have for the BNB lottery. So some really interesting stuff that we're gonna do with that platform token. We'll even have like, you know, typical swap stuff, like we'll have the liquidity pool and token farms. So, you know, if you want to launch liquidity, like let's say if you had I don't know, Bitcoin and USDT, you can create Aquagoat pegged Bitcoin USDT LPs, and then you can deposit it into an LP farm, and then you'd earn that new platform token as a reward. Even for our token pools, we're looking to do like a token launch pad in that pool. So any tokens that would like to get maybe extra exposure to our community, they will be able to deposit tokens into the pool, and then you guys can use your tokens. We'll probably use the rewards tokens as what you will want to use in order to be able to actually join those token pools. So, you know, you can stake that new rewards token, be able to take part in that that project's tokens, and then you can earn that token as a reward for staking your tokens in that pool as well. So a lot of really cool stuff that I think is going to come out of this swap platform. Yeah. Sorry, Markinson just said that he got his BNB sent back to him when he sent to the wrong address. He's really lucky. You know, lucky guy.
Yeah, that's a rare situation there.
Yeah, rare situation.
Try your luck on the lottery.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. That's good. That's good for Markinson. That's awesome.
Any more questions, guys? We're about 54 minutes into this. Any more questions?
We love talking to you guys, but we also have work to do.
Yeah, we have a team meeting after this, so
meetings.
Or not a team meeting, but like a leadership meeting after this.
Yeah.
Marcus says we love you.
Yay. Thank you guys for your positivity. It really makes a big difference, especially in the midst of like all the stress and stuff. So like all the positivity that you guys have been sending us, it makes a huge difference.
And to piggyback off that, I would appreciate if you guys can spread some of that positivity to Twitter.
Yes.
We would greatly appreciate that. There's a lot of fun going on. You know, we know some people aren't as thrilled about this migration, but you guys that are thrilled about it, just let us know. We'll try to like your comment back on your comment as much as possible. But you know, let's just get some of these social medias with some positivity on it.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, I see comedian Jared in the chat. He said, "Thanks guys for the hard work." But you too, Jared. Jared's awesome. He's our Reddit moderator who's been doing a lot of awesome work, engaging with the community. So he's also doing a lot of hard work. So thank you for your hard work as well, Jared.
Rocket Chip said we all have a shill meeting after this.
Please
like
go ahead. Go ahead, start with
if you didn't hear earlier, James and I both promised to give 5 billion BNB 5 billion Aquagoat each to anybody who gets who shills Aquagoat to MrBeast, and if MrBeast responds to you. So
if you're not familiar, there's a post he came out with about a day or two ago, talking about some big charity ocean related thing he's got going on, and Aquagoat, we're trying to get a part of that. So if you guys can find that, you can search out Twitter. This is one of the maybe the last 5 tweets, or search his, and if you can get his attention and he can reply back to you, we will reward you. The pot is up to 10 billion Aquagoat.
10 billion BNB.
I wish I had that right now,
10 billion BNB, we would be on every exchange possible.
We will be the only exchange.
We will. Yeah, so 10 billion Aquagoat, which is still actually at this price right now, is valued over $100.
Yeah, it's like about 170 right now at 10 billion.
So that's pretty solid if you just keep bothering some guy. That's pretty solid.
Hey man, it's MrBeast. For all you know, like he likes your comment, and then he ends up going like, "Hey, just for that, I'm gonna give you $1,000." I like your comment.
Yeah, so comedian Jared said he'll throw in 10 BNB also. Wow.
There you go. 20 billion.
So the pot is up to 20 billion.
Woo!
Aquagoat.
Oh, JJ wants to raise 10 billion BNB.
I hope you guys are serious because you're on the record, so I'm going to keep raising the price. So now we're up to 30 billion Aquagoat. If you can get MrBeast's attention on his post and get him to talk about Aquagoat, get his attention. And because we really want to be a part of this. He seems like he's going to have a lot of big YouTubers, influencers involved. So this is what we're here for. It'd be perfect to get involved in this. Yeah. 30 billion Aquagoat to the lucky person. So I'll get a post out either today or tomorrow about that. I do want to get some migration facts out. Unless you guys think this should go before. What do you want? What do you guys want? Do you want the MrBeast post?
Do both.
Okay. I'll try at least get out one. If I can't, maybe you'll have to get out the MrBeast one because I'll probably it's gonna get probably too late for me. But I'll get the migration facts out so you users can know that we have again 2,000 emails have been sent out, and we have added additional 1,650 holders. We have sent tokens from the dates of October 13th through October 19th, which was yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. So, and then there's those 2,000 new emails that have just been sent out. Once they send us their tokens, we will start to maybe tomorrow. Hopefully, they're checking their emails now. If you check your spam, make sure you check your emails to those 2,000 holders, and we will start to send out more tokens.
Yeah.
So the process is moving. It's moving a lot faster. We're moving along, and then we'll get that MrBeast post out as well.
Yeah.
Yay.
Awesome.
I have a question. Is it a good time to buy more now? It's always a good time to buy.
Yeah.
Always a good time to buy.
Always a good time to buy.
You're early in this project.
Mm-hmm.
We have 7 zeros. So yes, it's a good time to buy.
Yeah.
And then there's always times in the market where it takes dips. Don't be discouraged. That just means it's an even better time to buy even more.
Yeah.
Dollar cost average.
Yeah, dollar cost average. Don't throw your life savings in it. Don't spend money that you can't afford to lose, but it is a great time to buy.
Yeah. Always a good time.
Cool. Okay, you guys.
Sweet.
Shall we wrap this up and call it a night? Well, yeah. Unless there's any more
lingering questions. But if not, then yeah, we'll get going. We do have a meeting after this, and migration continues to unfold. So we would love to get everybody else back on the Aquagoat boat. So,
30 billion Aquagoat to one person.
Yeah.
For the MrBeast prize.
Let's go.
It's the MrBeast giveaway.
Yeah.
30 billion Aquagoat tokens.
If he responds to me, guys, I hope that you guys will actually send me those tokens. I'm just saying. I also messaged from my personal account.
I think that's fair. I mean, it has to be from your personal, not the Aquagoat account.
Yeah, of course. All right, bye everybody.
Awesome. Thanks everybody. See you guys next time.
All right, everyone. So that was the end of this week's AMA for the Aquagoat development team. I got 7 of you guys still on here. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. I can go ahead and try to answer those to the best of my ability. Hopefully this AMA was successful for you guys in being able to answer some questions that you may have had since the last AMA that we had a couple of weeks ago. As mentioned, they're giving away 30 billion Aquagoat tokens for anyone who's able to get, MrBeast to go ahead and respond to them on Twitter about Aquagoat. So what they're talking about in regards to this, I'm going to go ahead and try to pull it up here on the screen for you guys, for those who don't have Twitter or who don't follow MrBeast or what's going on there. So just give me 1 second and I will pull up for you guys the tweet that was in question here with MrBeast and why they are saying that they want him to go ahead and respond. So I'm going to get this pulled up right now for you guys, and I'll share my screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So give me 1 second. One second, guys. Okay. So let me share this with all of you guys here so you guys can all see this. Okay, so you guys can see here, this would have been a couple of days ago. He said on October 20th, it's going to be the largest collaboration in the history of social media. Influencers reply if you want to help save the ocean. Mark Rober and I will DM you info. So he basically sent out this tweet so that other people can go ahead and basically collaborate with them on this large event to help save the ocean. That naturally being one of Aquagoat's main strengths. The Aquagoat official account did indeed respond and said that's what our project is all about. Please send us details. Got 69 retweets and 173 likes. So hopefully we'll get seen there. And then there was a couple of other people that have been basically saying similar things there as well. He did respond to a couple of people. It looks like he's mostly responding to people with, the blue check marks or the white ones if you're on dark mode. that he's been responding to. But basically, they're saying if you can get MrBeast to respond to your tweet mentioning Aquagoat here in this Twitter thread, then they're going to give you 30 billion Aquagoat tokens. So that is what they were talking about when they were talking about the 30 billion tokens there. So if you guys are curious, that is a way you guys can earn some free Aquagoat if you are able to get MrBeast response. So if you've got any connections with MrBeast or anything like that to make that happen, you're always welcome to do that. If you guys don't have any other questions, it doesn't seem like there's any popping up in the chat, we'll go ahead and end the live stream here. If you guys have any questions about cryptocurrency in general or Aquagoat, feel free to message me on Twitter or go ahead and send me an email if it's business related. And then, of course, I do cover all regular crypto content in general, cover a lot of things on Safemoon, other DeFi projects, and I will be releasing some new videos this week. So if you guys want to follow, go ahead and like this video for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you can get notified when I release new content. Thank you guys so much, and I will catch you guys in my next video.